Hey guys, it is Sith Forward through and out here for my 6 reasons why I love Revenge of the Sith. After 2 lackluster prequel movies, we finally got the prequel movie that we all wanted and that we were all promised. Reason number 1, from the beginning, after the opening crawl, we start fast and we get into the movie and it feels like Star Wars. That was the biggest problem with the other movies, that it didn't feel like Star Wars. The opening scene was slow and it dragged out. But in this movie, we delve into the story, we delve into the characters, we see where they are, how much they've changed from the first 2 movies, and there's no stalling and there's no huge exposition scenes in the beginning of the movie. Number 2, the chemistry between the cast, mainly between Hayden and Ewan as Obi-Wan and Anakin. We finally get, we finally get some sense to the line from Episode 4, and he was a good friend. We finally see that. We finally see that Obi-Wan and Anakin respect each other, and they actually have some kind of dynamic, and Anakin now somewhat respects Obi-Wan as his master, and we see the progression of him from Episode 2 to now. They actually feel like they're friends. And the dynamic between Anakin and Obi-Wan is fun, and it feels genuine. It feels real. It doesn't feel over the top, and it doesn't feel, really dramatic. Reason number 3, the brilliance of Sheev Palpatine. Sheev Palpatine is one of my favorite Star Wars characters, hands down. And we finally get to see his master plan from Episode 1 all the way to Episode 3, and especially knowing what he does in Episode 4, 5, and 6, we see how smart he is, how much of a great tactician and a master planner Sheev Palpatine is. We see how he manipulates the Senate, the Jedi Council, and even Anakin, the most powerful Jedi of all time. We see how much of a genius he truly is, which makes him one of my favorite characters, and he is played exceptionally well by Ewan McDermott. Reason number 4, Ewan McGregor as Obi-Wan Kenobi. Come on, I don't really have to explain this one much, do I? He pretty much exemplifies everything that Alec Guinness did, but in a younger age. And most importantly, to me, he is the best part of the prequel trilogy, is Ewan as Obi-Wan Kenobi. Reason number 5, Obi-Wan versus Anakin. This fight scene is arguably one of the best in the saga. It shows how powerful both Anakin and Obi-Wan are, and just how much they both learn from each other. Not to mention the build-up to it with Anakin choking Padme as, he thinks Obi-Wan has turned her to betray him. And pretty much just the build-up to the fight, it's done exceptionally well. And it shows how much Anakin has changed. The score exemplifies the fight as well. Not to mention the score from John Williams just takes this fight to another level. And we truly see how much of a hard, tough fight this is for both fighters. And then not to mention with the ending. It's hard not to get emotional with the ending, as Obi-Wan tells Anakin that he was the chosen one. He was supposed to bring balance to the Force, not leave it in darkness. Destroy the Sith, not join them. And especially as he screams, "You are my brother, Anakin. I loved you," as he begins to, tear up. And then as Anakin's body begins to burn and he yells, "I hate you." It's such a powerful and beautiful scene. And it's heartbreaking because we see in the entire prequel trilogy that Obi-Wan just wants the best for Anakin. He wants to train him to be the very best, but yet everything he did was worth nothing because it doesn't work. And lastly, number 6, Order 66 / The Fall of the Jedi / Anakin's Dark Deeds. Seeing the clone troopers turn on the Jedi, their Jedi masters, the people they fought in war with, and just getting them down. It's a gut punch with the score kicking it in even more. With the and the score settles in this dark, gloomy atmosphere, and then we see Anakin killing Mace Windu and truly becoming, Darth Vader, becoming the apprentice to Palpatine, and that just shows, the progression of Anakin. Then seeing him lead the 501st Legion to the Jedi Temple and to slaughter the Jedi. He's going there to slaughter his fellow Jedi. And then we see Anakin slaughtering the Separatist leaders, even though they were promised peace. And we see, when Anakin turns to the camera and he sheds a tear, we see the fact that he is not enjoying this. He's not doing this for fun. He's not an evil person. He's not killing because he wants to. He's doing it because he wants to save the woman that he loves. And it just shows the confliction between the character and the humanity behind the character. And then, not to mention the scene where Anakin is in the Jedi Council, and he's looking out the window into the distance of Coruscant, and Padme is in her room, and she's doing the same thing. You can tell they're looking at each other, they see each other, and it shows their connection, but yet it shows their separation. It's such a beautiful scene, and it shows that George Lucas does not have to pretty much write every character's feelings. That you could show a character's feelings or a story point without having to come out and say it. You can show it through the music, or through the scene, through the atmosphere, through the character's visual images. So yeah, guys, I really enjoy Revenge of the Sith. It is one of my favorite Star Wars movies. It is definitely underrated, and it's a great film. So let me ask you guys, what do you guys find? What do you guys like best about Episode 3, Revenge of the Sith? Make sure you guys comment below, and let's start a discussion, guys. I hope you guys like this video. Make sure you guys like and subscribe. And as always, may the Force be with you.